Hello everyone, it's Angel. I am going to show you my look. So first I sprayed myself with the SmashBox Photo Finisher. And then I'm going to use the primer water, and this is the photo finisher, and this is like an oil base. It makes your face matte, takes out the shine. It's a really good product if to make your makeup last longer and stick to something. It does remove the shine, so it gives it like that matte finish. And then next I'm going to go ahead and use also Smash Box my voice, sorry. 12-hour hydrating foundation, and I think it's 31 Studio Skin. Um, I'm not sure. It didn't have a color or anything like that, so that's what I'm assuming it is. Well, what was that? It is. I'm gonna use my beauty blender to blend it after I put the polka dots on my face because um, I don't like putting it on the beauty blender if I'm gonna blend it out, just because I feel like it's not. I think it just stays on it too much. I'm using my little Urban Decay palette to mirror. So if you see me looking down, that's why I'm looking down. I'm looking at the mirror because this is the best lighting in the whole house, and I have to face this way and there's no way to hold it. So that is a great mirror. I love that palette's mirror and the palette itself, but I'm not using the palette for my makeup today. So I'm going to just blend that all over my face. Oh, it was tiring. Got to work on that beauty blender muscle. Next I'm going to use the Anastasia brow definer pen in chocolate. I'm using this first before I do anything because I do like to frame my face and darken up my eyebrows a bit. And I do not like using concealer underneath my brow. I do like to use foundation. So when I put my foundation under my brow, I like to blend it out. And because I just have on foundation, it's like an easier flow to blend it because then I can just blend it into the rest of the makeup and not have to worry about my eye makeup or if I have powder setting powder. So I'm just fixing it up. I'm trying to grow out my brow. So here's what I do. I take a little bit of the foundation, you see, and I love this little brush. It's like a lipstick brush from this concealer, and I just take it and use that to apply the foundation underneath my eyebrow. I don't use the concealer from it. I do during the weekday just because it is a perfect match on my skin, and it does really blend. It is, again, what is this? But I love the brush because it does apply it smoothly and without, overpowering anything that I need to with my fingers. Then I'm going to go ahead with the beauty blender and just smooth it all out. Because that brush is so precise, it doesn't need too much with the beauty blender. Oh, I did get this beauty blender from Amazon. It was like a set of like 10 or something for like $10, so like $1 each, but different size and shapes. And then I'm going to set that up with the Anastasia brow gel, clear brow gel. Dancing. Next, I'm going to use Light in Maybelline's Fit concealer. That's my go-to concealer. Oh, I love that concealer. I use Light. I went a little bit heavier on that side than I meant to. So, trying to equal it up a little bit. That's why I love the Beauty Blender, because it does remove any overage. If you use too much, it can help remove a little bit because it's damp and stuff. Oh, at first I like to blend as much as I can with my finger and then go back in with the Beauty Blender to help blend the rest. That way not a lot of the product is getting removed, but just enough. And old-fashioned beauty blender is your fingers. So, I'm gonna blend that out with my beauty blender. Yeah, right. I've had to fast forward because I didn't think you guys want to see me blending that concealer in for like 10 minutes. Because blending. Ooh, I love this Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. So I'm going to use that banana looking powder. And I'm just going to set it. Just run it under my eyes a little bit just to set that concealer. Because if not, it will look kind of greasy looking, if that makes sense. I'm going to use my wet beauty blender to just grab some more powder. I'm not trying to, like, what is it called when you do that? Bake it. But I do like to leave some little baking process in there while I do my contour. I'm going to use that bronzer color in the middle. The other one makes me look muddy, and the other one's way too dark. I would use it if I was like going to just solely do something for nighttime and I need to look, really, really thin. But other than that, I like the middle one for like a normal-ish look. And just blending that all over. And just a random brush that I have that I blend everything out with. It's not my blending brush, but it's just a brush that I just use to kind of wipe things away. Oh, I'm going to use BH Cosmetics, their blush, and that color right there. I don't know, they don't have names on them, but it comes with 10 like blushes, and some of them are a little bit shimmery, some of them are matte. And I'm just gonna put that there on my cheek. I'm watching Mortal Instruments. Yep, and yay! I look decenter. Oh, I'm using my Carli Bybels palette. I have two of them because my first one, my daughter destroyed. So I had to get another one because I love that palette. So, your girl got another one. So I'm going to use the second highlighter in that. Oh, I love those highlighters. Even the eyeshadows you can use as a highlighter. Sometimes I use the pink one or the gold color eyeshadow, and I do use that as a highlighter because they're amazing. But I'm just using the second highlighter from that palette to give my work it, yeah. That glow, it's awesome. I love that palette. Ooh, I think it's called the 35N palette. This is the neutral non-shimmer palette from Morphe. I don't show you all the colors I use here because I try to, and it's hard to pinpoint it, but I use the cranberry color and the neutral colors for this look, just to do it. You see, like it was hard to kind of get it to do it, so I use the cranberry. If you have that palette, you'll know. But it's like the cranberry burgundy color. And then the lightest but darkest peach color I used. And then the pinkish but the darker pinkish color. I know if you know the palette, then you know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry if you don't have the palette and you're confused of what I'm saying, because I can understand why it's confusing. So I just gave myself a base color to kind of get the veins out and stuff, and then I'm lining up my outer rim with the cranberry color, that any cranberry color, so that it takes blending. So I was there blending for a while. Takes a lot of blending because I'm blending it into my that crease. So blending, and then I'm just fixing it up, making it look even, because your eyes can't be looking weird, because that's the first thing people are going to see. So then I'm taking that color I was telling you about, that it's like a peachish color, and I'm blending it into that cranberry. So that way it looks like an ombre color and it's blended in. It's not just choppy into my eyes. And I'm just going back and forth to make sure that they are even with each other. Blending does take a long time, just because you want to make sure that it looks flawless and smooth, and not just choppy. Right now I am doing the inner corner with that lighter peach color that I was telling you, lighter pinkish color, just so that way it can blend smoothly. So you want to create that ombre look in your eyes. You don't want it to look cut, unless that's the look you're going for. If you're going for a cut look, then cut crease look or something like that, then you know you want it to look that way. But even then, people still find ways to blend it. So I'm looking for something, as you can see. I'm not sure what I'm looking for. I think I was getting my mascara and my gel liner prepared. Oh yeah, and my oh, that one was really hard to find. This is like the gel liner pencil stick thing, but I didn't use it for that. I just used it for under my eyes because I didn't get a small enough brush to put makeup underneath that glow. Yes. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just getting a nice dark cranberry to blend underneath the eyes to kind of put the look together. Now I'm using the Maybelline's Blackest of Black. Or no, this is the L'Oreal's actually. Yeah, the L'Oreal's Blackest of Black. I do have my Maybelline one, but it's dried out. So this one is a lot smoother with the texture, or smoother. So it does glide when you put it on. With the Maybelline, it is stiffer, and I feel like it just works a little bit better because it gives you some resistance. So here I did my makeup and my camera wasn't recording, but I used Nyx Lingerie and Teddy first, and then when it's dried I used the embellishment on the top to kind of make it ombre look. And then I put an extra layer of L'Oreal's Voluminous mascara on as a next coat. And right now I'm just putting a little bit of highlight on my lip, just to, up that upper lip, and some in the crease, because I don't like too much highlighter in the crease. There you go, all together. Woohoo!